Treating this like normal sprints and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We is live.
Howdy, howlers! It's Sako to me, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine these three things. Tonight is a special night for I have a guest.
Hey!
Wonderful and fantastic BC Brown and I are writing a book together.
So excited. I love it. I was so excited on Thursday to kick off the actual Zero draft.
Yeah, I'm reading through it now. I was like, that's actually one of the reasons why we're kind of late, is because I got caught up reading through what you had written. And I'm wondering, we are editing as we go, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I went back through it, lightly looked over it, but I don't think I missed anything except for like whatever might be like general stuff.
Yeah. Woo!
Hi, doll!
It's a doll! And it's a Cliftina fur! Yay! Yay! I'm thinking maybe 3 more minutes and then we'll do a sprint, and it'll probably be a 20-minute one because I'm addicted to 20-minute sprints.
I'm okay with it.
All right, cool.
I'm going to have to let him meow meow in because he's at the door meowing at me.
Meow meow.
Mm-hmm.
Meow meow. Oh, I accidentally almost sat on my cat and he fled. But I suspect he will return.
Yeah.
He's probably visiting my husband finally.
Yeah. So I got home and I had to hurry to feed the zoo. We started weaning the kittens this weekend. So Buddha has taken to the wet kitten food quite well. He's a little piglet. Loki, not so much. He's not feeling the wet food yet, but he is using the litter box. So.
Oh, that is progress. All right.
Yeah. So it's all good. Buddha doesn't use the litter box yet, so we're going to have to get there.
Shouldn't take too long. Most cats learn it pretty quickly. Yeah,
I figure between, mom showing them, other sibling using the litter box, Buddha will pick it up pretty quick. What I'm more worried about is Loki not picking up the wet food as quickly. Because I don't want him to get behind on his weight and everything.
And nutrients and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I got you. Doll can't stay long because they've got the migraine the size of a Vatnajökull. Okay,
I'm assuming that's a very large mountain or volcano sport.
I'm assuming so. Yep. Need to rest tonight. Absolutely.
Do that.
Excited for the book?
Yay. So are we.
It's gonna be awesome. 1 more minute. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Application window. See, if I do an application window, it doesn't give me the option to share audio.
Which is stupid.
So I don't think anybody's going to hear the timer.
Okay, you can always do what I do and just go beep 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 beep.
That is very likely. Yes. All right, we're going to do 20 minutes. Oh, it's a glacier. It's the largest glacier in Europe. Okay.
Wow, cool. Now we know.
Now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
Da, da. I like to think it's not as jarring as some of the timers are and stuff like that, like the ones that you find on YouTube that are like. Brah!
This one is pretty potent because it caws at on the last 10 seconds, and then it goes.
I love it. I think it's great.
Right. So I just hope that it will be a thing. Okay, let us do this thing.
Do
I'm
this
gonna,
weird thing.
yep, I'm gonna do the thing. All right, and 3, and a 2, and a 1, because knowledge is power, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How did that go? Hello, Weird World. Also going to bed, which is fine, but wanted to pop in and say hi to BC. Yay! Literally gone as soon as I sent this out.
He's so cool.
Right on. Yeah, there's a lot of like, dash in, like, dash out.
Quickly, come on.
Stream at 10:30. I know Books by Adrian is doing sprints right now too.
Ah, okay. Cool.
He threatened to show everyone his feet that that came to the sprints, because we were joking about how there are enough pervs on the internet that have foot fetishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I actually have a good friend who makes a ton of money, like a killing on Instagram with foot pictures. Like actually charges, like straight up charges for them. Like gives like little like generic ones like on their Instagram, but then like people can DM for specialty pictures. Her particular thing that she does is like her feet and food. Like
that is really
especially pudding and Jello, she said. I know. But she makes a ton of money from it.
I'm jealous. I'm frankly, I've been looking at getting into the foot fetish racket for eons now, because I got little midget feet.
She said it started off as a joke. Like she like joked about it on her Facebook or something about needing cash, so she was gonna have to start selling feet pics. And she joked about it a couple of times, and she actually had some people like get a hold of her and were like,
and was like, hey, if you actually want to start doing that. And then it just kind of went from there.
Like she started her Instagram account just for those couple of people. And then like, I mean, she had to sort through a whole bunch of crap, like a whole bunch of spam and crap. But yeah. And then she's like, I guess she has something like 20 regular clients now that she has to send pictures to weekly. But most of them overlap. Like she can send the same pictures to the same 20, like to the same, like take 5 pictures, send them to 20 people. So
FF12. Yes, FF12.
I was playing Magic the Gathering online, so
was looking at your friend's camera and the cat pic, and I just tried painting that on Friday while drunk.
The one behind me? That one?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Cat pic, and I just tried painting that on Friday while drunk.
I admit I was not drunk when I painted it. I probably could have. I might have been high, but I wasn't drunk.
High, but not drunk.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out nearly as well. What do I call you? Do I call you Marvelous? Do I call you Seraph or whatever you were before? I can't remember. Marvelous is a friend from Twitch.
Okay, cool.
Hopping over. I did a rather in-depth shadow reading for them this morning.
Cool. Cool.
I have a question about the things.
I might have an answer about the things.
So you wrote Kyler having bruising under the eyes and stuff, and an injury. Did you have a plan for said injury? Because I just wrote that it was backlash from the Morning Star.
So I have to think. I think I was referring to that not as being like black eyes, but actually being like tired, like the bluish purple that you get under your eyes, just like when you're tired, like when you don't
Oh, like
have bags.
bags.
Yeah, like not the
Oh,
actual bags themselves, because I picture Kyler as having like this extremely like taut.
translucent and taut.
Yeah, and but that any discoloration in their face at all would like show up.
Right.
So, but we could make it bags.
Bags or yeah, I basically had it so the
Unless it's like a psychic backlash.
that's what I was thinking was so Kyler got the vision of the celestial and the morning star talking with each other.
Okay.
And he's like, that's bad. That's super bad. That's really bad. And the morning star turned and looked at him, and that's when the backlash happened.
Okay, yeah. So like kind of with the whole almost like the morning star has an alpha and omega type of like, was Kyler viewing it as it was happening, or were they viewing it in the future? Okay, that might be okay, cool.
Right? Exactly. So it kind of like a Wolverine thing where the morning star can basically exist across multiple timelines, and they remember all the timelines.
Cool. Yeah, so we could definitely go with the alpha and the omega. Like in some timelines, Kyler wasn't viewing it, but in some timelines, Kyler was viewing it.
Right.
Okay. Cool. All right,
Right.
we can play with it.
Oh yeah, you're a cat with the green background and stuff. Yeah. Crazy. That's eerie. That's like super eerie.
I think it was like I painted that from a painting YouTube channel that I follow. And now I can't not think of the chick's name, like all of a sudden.
I wonder if I should do like a paint night thing.
Paint night would be fun.
With wine and just like something simple that everyone can do.
I say, can you have a painting night without some type of like adult beverage and or bud? Because I don't think
it's right?
possible.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that would be fun. That'd be like all of us trying to like paint it during the sprints and like just seeing what we have, like how inept or ept we are.
Well, the upside is that I can paint it because I do all my stuff on the Procreate nowadays, right? Mm-hmm. But it's still like watercolor type of system with markers and stuff like that. So I probably can. Yeah, I can probably like draw it on screen and then do the replay so that they can see it how I did it again. And then because it records like replay when you draw stuff. I did no drawing today. Well, that's a lie. I did a little bit of drawing today, but it might be more than one day's worth of work.
I did no drawing today.
Which is really tragic for me. Like,
if you take more than one day working on it?
I'm trying really hard to come up with concepts that I can do in a day.
Okay.
And this particular one, like, it's just taking too long. Maybe I'll like dip out and try the VTM Tober thing instead.
Yeah, do what you gotta
do. Lol, we do drinking just because all my people are alcoholics. Yeah.
Most of my people are recovering alcoholics, which is why we don't do the drinking, but we do the bud.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, some of us still drink, but.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My husband is recovering as well. Let's see. It is 11:11.
Your time.
In my time, yeah. We can do another at the 20 or at the 15. At the 15, maybe.
I am so like brain dead tonight that I'm probably gonna play Magic again because
Okay, that is kosher.
it requires some thought, but it doesn't require near as much creativity as me having to write something.
At least all the rules are on the cards.
Yeah. The rules are on the cards, and the thing is I'm playing Magic online, and it like it auto does all the crap for you, so I don't even really have to add or like subtract.
But sometimes the computer cheats.
So I've noticed that it doesn't glitch out nearly as much as it used to. Like when it was beta, it glitched out a lot. Now that it's out of beta and they've rolled it out to Mac users, which I'm super excited for, it doesn't glitch like it used to. Like the rarest of cards actually still glitches out, as far as I've found.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. I really love this bracelet.
Ooh.
The only problem is the mouth is just open enough to where the wire of my headset or the wire of my earbuds or whatever like chomps in the thing while it's on my wrist. And
yeah, that sucks.
It's the slight drawback to my groovy dragon.
It's a cool bracelet though. I really like it.
I like it too.
I've never been able to wear like stuff around my wrists. I have the hardest time wearing anything around my wrist. Like
I have to beware which hand it's on, because if I have a clackety clack against the computer, then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that bugs me. So if I wear it on my right, then I have a clackety clack against the computer, or if I'm writing something by hand, I've got that clackety clack. But if I wear it on my left, I cover up my tattoo. And I don't want to cover up my tattoo. Is special. It's the meaning of life, existence, the universe, everything.
Everything.
It's also Jackie Robinson's jersey number.
Oh.
It's the only retired Major League Baseball number, like jersey number, that nobody else can have it, and everybody wears it once a year.
Wow.
So a little bit of baseball trivia there.
I had no idea.
I just know some weird stuff. I always like really like listen. I love baseball, first of all. But secondly, I really like Robinson because, in my opinion, Jackie Robinson actually started really kicking off the civil rights movement in the 40s when he integrated baseball.
Yeah.
So, more baseball trivia I'm sure you didn't want.
Such is the life.
Yeah.
Okay. One more minute. There it goes. Let's do this again in 3, 2, 1. Start. Mute. right. That was a good one for me. I'm like eyeballs deep in this scene too. Super eager to get back into, because I'm just starting this scene. And I'm eager to get back into it. Yay! People hopping in. Woo! Woo! Hey Renata, hey Debbie, how's it going, guys? I'm actually writing again. It's weird. BC, we'll be right back. It will be fine. Oh, how many words did I get? Gee, I don't know. Between this thing and the last thing, Pacha. All right, how many words is that? Oh my gosh, this is ludicrous. Tools. Thank you. I can see the things now. Word count. 509 over 40 minutes. I am doing a lot of pausing and thinking. It's true. Hi, Matthias. First one of these series caught, actually. That's awesome. These have turned into sprints and less brainstorming on stream. Though it is watching me be pensive. That's a lot of what this is. All right, Debbie got 32 words in the last few minutes. And Christina is going to bed. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. It might be earlier or it might be later. I haven't decided yet. It depends on when I wake up, I think. It might be later. Renata. I have to start world building, but a little insecure, so I'm going to finish some things and let it for tomorrow. Oh, okay. World building's my favorite. I love world building. Hi, welcome back. Would have been here sooner, but we were trying to pick the lock of my bedroom because the kids had locked the door.
Always so much fun.
Those would be some dead kid children. That. Yeah. Either way, Christina's going to be up at 5:30. Okay. So it's going to be a thing. Oh my gosh. I need to pump my back. Oh, ow. Ah. Okay. Cool. I'm to the point where Daisaku is going to the juvenile detention center and gonna talk to just our introduction to Justicia. So
the battle of the wits begins. The combination of wits and willpower.
I'm just
stubborn 15-year-old against, grizzled bounty hunter. Fun.
Exactly. Oh, okay, weird. Hopped in and I didn't even say hi. Oh, okay, weird.
Hi, okay, weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a weirdos.
It cracks me up when people pronounce it okay word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought you were a fantasy writer.
It's weird. It's weird.
weird. Like fairies and stuff. Like weird. Weird with a Y. Woo! You know, I probably don't need Scrivener open at the moment.
I have like 1,000 things open right now between classwork and Google Drive and Magic open and Steam is up and like StreamYard's going, and so I have like 1,000 things open. I'm surprised I'm not all like super glitchy and
Just a little bit.
just a little.
Just a little bit. So how the heck are you?
Pretty good. Brain dead, but pretty good. I've been hitting the classes pretty hard, like after work, plus, just like the new job and everything, so.
I've never been quite sure how to pronounce weird. I assume something like weird, but weirder? Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
It is weird, but weirder.
This is a Norse thing. I should know this from my ancestors. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, it should be genetically programmed into you. Yes.
Genetically programmed into you. You should know. Oh my gosh. This is getting ridiculous. What is happening?
It's rebelling.
It is.
Revolting.
How long my hair is getting. Jesus.
Wow, it was getting really long.
But I hit like day 2 or day 3 hair, and I'm just like, nope, I need it off my neck. I need it out of my mouth. I need it just keep it away from the wet things in my face.
Yeah, like the other day they were like, do you ever wear your hair down? And I'm sure it would be really pretty down. I'm like, pretty damn rarely.
Pretty damn rarely. Exactly.
Yeah, especially right now. I mean, our temperature is still like 100 plus. So like, and then it's just like, I'm like, no, it gets all in my face. It blows all around. It like slides forward because it has no volume. Yeah, so.
I have never said it out loud for this reason. Like how a vampire from the 40s would say it. Vid.
Vid. It is vid.
That I don't know. Like, because the W to V is a Polish thing and a German thing.
True. So I guess it would depend on the origins of the vampire.
It would depend on the origins of the vampire. It's not weird. It's weird.
But like we ought, like when you think vampire, you automatically somehow like get the W should be V's for some reason.
It's Romanian.
Yeah, because it's the Romanian thing. So you automatically like go there with your brain, and you're like vant, vid.
Yeah, right. Because of Bela Lugosi. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to suck your blood.
I don't drink wine. Super fun. And I've been having fun with the vampires in the vampire game I've been running on Saturdays.
Q?
It's a Q.
It's a Q. How else would you pronounce it?
Q-E-U-E-U-E-U.
Are there other ways of pronouncing it?
Those Polish vampires are so confusing. My favorite Polish name is Wojtek. It's like W-O-J-T-E-K.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Wojtek, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to school with a Wojtek, and I was like, that is the coolest name I've ever heard.
I like your name.
So I started naming my mages in Diablo Wojtek.
Cool.
Oh, I named the cat after Bela Lugosi. Oh, yes, Wojtek the bear. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so we have to do like a lot of like client management at work, and so like we have to go through and look at the accounts and stuff like that of like the team members, and like I'm looking at some and like I'm feeling bad for like some of them when they have to like some of the team members when they have to go and call and they're trying to really trying to decipher these people's names and like pronounce them correctly, but I know I'm going to get to Q&A, like doing Q&A and like listening to their calls and like laughing my ass off at like the mispronunciations of things. It's going to be really funny.
I agree. It's Q. Right?
It's Q. It should just be QUE. It really should be.
It should be QUE.
Like at max,
QUE.
to distinguish it from just the letter Q itself. It really should be QUE, but it's not for some reason. I don't know what the origins of it is. I'm sure it's like
French,
like a French origin where it's like QU.
Because freaking French don't say half of their letters.
That's true. That's true.
The other was Eddie. Was super into the movie Ed Wood at the time. Other cat?
The other cat? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you got a Bella and an Eddie.
Yeah, Q is dumb. Who came up with this? Not a lot of people knew it, like to get in queue or like the next one in the queue, like the line, to
queue up, to line up.
Queue up, to line up, yeah. I took my meds, but man, I just want to like pull all my eyelashes out. Everyone had trouble with my maid. Wickham? Or Vacum?
I would, either Wickham or Wickham. That's what I would say.
If I am saying it with a German accent, it would be
Wickham.
Vacum.
Maybe that.
Or Vicum.
Or Vicum.
Vicum.
Ooh, look, cleavage shot.
Oops, sorry. It is German. Yay! Right. Yay! Hooray! French is the sibling from the Latin family who started college and act like
they know their shit. Like they all in their shit.
Like they're all in their shit. Overzealous with their letters. I was trying to like hash out a joke about like a word that has like 15 letters and one syllable.
Yeah,
it fell flat.
It's usually what happens to me when I'm trying to hash out any kind of humor whatsoever, like any kind of joke. The joke falls flat. But apparently, like other shit that I say, people think is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm just like apparently the ultimate straight man, like just deadpan joke without like meaning to like actually tell a joke.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I hate to type on my phone. Because typing on the phone sucks. I have to agree. I use voice to text like quite a bit. But it pauses the video when you do that.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Unless you are on Twitch. There's something about Twitch where you can actually like alt tab to another app or whatever, and you still get a preview. You still get like a mini screen of whatever it was you were watching, and you still get the audio and everything like that. Even though I'm like checking messages and stuff, I'm like,
YouTube should learn from Twitch.
YouTube should learn from Twitch. I absolutely agree. Oh, Nightbot, you're so sweet. I'm still thinking of new things to make my Nightbot say the things. Let's say the things. Oh, it's 11:50. Let's do another.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can tell I'm like crashing.
Yeah.
Brain.
How you guys did your world building for the book? It is urban fantasy, so we basically use the world that already exists with all of its conflicts, and then we add a supernatural element.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
yeah, we took the existing world, pandemic, chaos, riots, protesting, all of that good junk, and then just went, let's throw some demons and some angels and some magical people in here.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can make it more chaotic.
Let's see how chaotic we can make it. Exactly. So that's the upside to urban fantasy is the world already basically exists. We just have to change the rules of reality. And being a chaos witch, like, that's kind of like par for the course. Because reality is subjective, right?
Yeah.
So whatever is, yeah.
Yeah, so Sako and I have both done quite a bit of urban fantasy writing. So
on our own, yeah, before we even met.
Exactly. So it was really easy for us to come at it already with the mindset of how to do urban fantasy. But if you were somebody that was new to world building in urban fantasy, then I would simply recommend going through and reading as much urban fantasy as you can get your hands on.
I recommend things like the Dresden Files or Iron Druid.
Yep.
Some of Laurel K. Hamilton's early work.
The early stuff, not the later stuff.
Not the later stuff, but the early, like the first 5 or 6 books
of the Anita Blake series.
Of Anita Blake.
Same with Charlene Harris. You can read most of the early stuff of like the Sookie Stackhouse series.
Sookie.
I hate her. Yeah, friggin' hate Sookie.
I love everything else about the books and fucking hate her.
Yeah, so let's see, who else would I? Kelly Armstrong. Could highly recommend. That's got a touch of erotica to it, so get a little bit of that going on too. But
yeah, nice. I don't know how people do all that elaborate stuff for high fantasy.
My domain. I read a lot. I read a lot of high fantasy.
They read a lot, or they role play.
Or yeah, and I role play. So I play Dungeons and Dragons. I play like Mage the Ascension. I play Vampire the Masquerade, Dark Ages, Werewolf, Dark Ages, stuff like that, which you only get so realistic with. But I also read a lot of historical fiction. So I deliberately will go back and read a lot of historical fiction so I get as much of the real elements as possible. And then I can slide in the fantasy stuff. Just slip in.
I love doing that with history, especially with vampires and stuff like that, vampire backgrounds and stuff. Like, I love taking a historical event and being like, that guy was a vampire.
Yeah, like this dude right here. This one.
I love doing that shit.
Yeah, this dude was a vampire. That dude was a werewolf.
That dude was a werewolf. That dude was a vampire.
Yeah. Kind of cool. Andrew, hey! Good to see you.
Yay, Andrew!
Love Andrew to death.
How's it going? Cutie patootie.
But yeah, so like the high fantasy stuff, really, if you do any kind of historical fiction reading and you do any of it that's set in medieval time, you can base a lot of it largely off of like the King Arthur stuff. So
Yeah.
that's a really good
Or various mythology, like
yeah,
the Norse
various
stuff,
mythology.
the Greek stuff, the Egyptian stuff. Like you go to pretty much any mythology and notice how the worlds are kind of like created, like the planes of existence are created.
Yeah. And then the nice thing is that it's high fantasy. So
Right.
you can tweak where you need to, you can slide stuff in where you need to, you can like completely change things up if you absolutely need to because it's high fantasy. So it's medieval, but it's still at your own discretion.
Fantastique.
Fantastic.
You. I couldn't help it. But basically that's all I do is I take reality and I change the rules of reality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my world. And I assume that is how most people do it. They just happen to, like, high fantasy people will take it. They will change more rules than I'm changing.
Yeah, there's I don't know. I think there's more leeway with high fantasy than there is, say, with like urban fantasy. With
Right.
urban fantasy, readers still want the real world, just augmented.
Right.
And with high fantasy, readers don't want the real world. They want a fantasy world that somewhat mirrors what our world used to be. Like
True.
just enough. Like with kings and queens and like
dragons and shit. Yeah.
A feudal type base, and then that's all they care about is it's a feudal base and then a bunch of fantasy crap. So I think there's just a little more leeway with high fantasy, but there are some really hardcore high fantasy readers that they want it to be like accurate for whatever feudal things you're putting in there, and if you don't, they call you shit. They call you out on it. So
yeah,
believe me, I got my ass reamed for my very first book that came out. It was a dark fantasy, which is still a high fantasy, but people were all up in my grill about whether or not, like, how the biological components of like offspring happened, like in this world, because it didn't make sense biologically, and it didn't make sense biologically, but it was just an oversight on my part, and I got reamed for it a lot.
Weird.
Yeah,
I'm expecting the foot to drop on Hope's chest, like, because it's a Mage the Ascension story.
Yeah,
like no shit. Like, so it's a prelude for a virtual adept. Yeah. So kind of like a cyberpunk story.
Yeah, I can't wait to read it.
That thing.
It is on my not this paychecks I can buy list, but the next paychecks I can buy list, because I'm so far behind on everything. I got to buy a ton of crap.
I need to fix the file because I found out the hard way, basically from a reader that was like, hey, by the way, on page like 78, there's your contents, your table of contents is in the middle of the book.
Whoops.
I don't know how the fuck that happened. I exported to ebook and it just like shifted pages around, and I'm like, great. And I might have double posted a chapter and freaking
you'll figure it out. It happens. That's why we can go back to another edition. New editions, new files. That's all it is. Just like, hey, I found a typo and or I found a formatting error. That's what a new edition means.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Excuse me. Ta-da!
And the howl.
And the howl. Let us do this thing because I need another drink and I'm ready to write this thing. And 3.
Your eyeballs.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. 2, 1. Sprint. That was a thing. That was a thing. Hi, Devin. It is officially a stream now. Devin is here. Do you know if there is a thing happening after this? As we'll probably hang out for another 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, and then we'll probably call it a night. Unless we do a short sprint, but I doubt that'll be a thing. BC Brown has gone AFK. She will be back soon. She will be back soon. Ooh. All right. I did not write that many words this time. I think it's kind of split up, so I kind of don't want to count them, but I'm going to guess maybe 200 words. Maybe. $176 words from Debbie, who's actually writing stuff. I'm gonna live down, 'cause I can do that now. Oh, yeah. How about the rest of you? Renata, are you still there? Paget, are you still there? Are you guys still there? Do I even have to write? Oh my god, I don't. Oh my god. I've had the wrong mic detecting all this time. Jeez Louise. Okay, washed their face. I need to do that. Devin is still here, which that is a huge relief. And I'm trying really hard not to rub my eye or to pull out eyelashes. It constantly feels like I have an eyelash in my eyeball. It is uncomfortable. You like my oh my gosh, come on, Sako, my shrine, that thing. Oh, the lights are so dim. The lights are the dimmest ever. I think the batteries are dying. I think that's the problem. The inside is supposed to be lit, but I think the batteries are dying. But it's a shrine to Saraswati and Ganesh. That is my shrine. I hope BC comes back. Okay, I left my shrine. Yay! I make them out of cardboard. I have another outer set of doors that I want to make, but I found just the right size of box to do it. So, but I can't get the top, the board at the top to stay up. It keeps, despite all the support and all of the tape that I'm using, it just keeps falling forward, and that is not helpful. I don't get much done comic-wise, so I was looking forward to this stream. Wanted to get more comic script written. That's awesome. Hooray! Oh, excuse me. It is late where I am. I'm sure it is late where you are as well. Everyone's asleep. I bet. Bet that's the thing. Polish vampires. Polish vampires. Meanwhile, a drunk book review video is uploading. What book did you review, I wonder? Not that it won't be in my subscriptions, I hope. I hope she comes back. My craziness. Ooh. Savior's Champion. Cool. Did you get the Savior's Sister too? Because it just came out like last week. Pardon me. Like a quarter of the way through it now. Yeah. Cool. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Or is it like middle thumb? Neither alive nor dead. Oh, my neck. Crunch. Thumbs up. Cool. Booga. PC, come back. PC, come back. Or maybe I should do another sprint. That is exactly 8 minutes long. Eight minutes. Ow, kneecap. Ow. You can eat it, Nightbot. I'm laying down now. It's less about posture at this point. Indeed. All right. Where are my... This preview thingies, preferences, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do another sprint. Why not? Dun, 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 dun.
wanted to be like, Sako is sleeping.
Just about, yeah. Just about. Welcome back, BC Brown. Welcome back. Yay. Woo. Is that a good sprint for you?
Yeah, I killed a couple of people in Magic, won some stuff, got some gold, got some experience points, got some cards.
Ooh.
It's all good.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Earlier today on Dana Golin's stream, they were talking about burrowing owls in Arizona, of which I have very fond memories, but apparently they can also like hang out in the middle of the road. And yeah.
Yes, they can. More in kind of like the more rural areas or the towns that are like Tucson is a little smaller, and I think Dana like lives out in the middle of nowhere on top of that. So like I'm sure she runs across them, no pun intended.
Yeah.
More often.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool little things though.
They are. I have fond memories of them from when I was a kid. And they're hooty 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 hooty
hooty hooty hooty hooty hoo. Yeah, they're all like hooty 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 hoo.
Hooty 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 hoo. Yes, exactly. Precisely. Okay, it is the 2-hour mark. And then some. And I was falling asleep during that last sprint. So I think it's ready to wrap up. Yeah. I'm gonna close that. Close that. Close that. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, was I blinking for a second? Oh, it was probably loading because I closed the program and therefore I'm no longer sharing my screen. That made sense. That made sense. Okay, BC Brown, would you like to do your outro?
Yes, what's up, my writing weirdos? I am BC, and my channel is BC Brown Books, where we like to get weird about words in the ways that only writers can, by writing them or talking about writing them. You can find me at all things social medias at BC Brown Books. I am a hybrid published author of 8 titles, and I do live sprints on Thursdays right now. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is my time. And I will be writing on Project Flambeau, which is what Sako is working on tonight, which is our collaborative book that we are doing together on Thursdays. She may or may not join me depending on how sleepy she is, and that's understandable. We will be doing basic writing sprints where I will be working on that project, but we will be doing like 15 or 20-minute sprints so you guys can work on whatever you want. So come and see me on Thursdays.
Yeah! And I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Casboy. I write horror/urban fantasy, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those 3 things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you are looking to be a witch or a witch, please, check out my videos and stuff like that, and join me for coffee in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, and it'll be a good time. It'll be awfully nice to see you guys. And until then, we will catch you on the flip side.
Keep writing.
Bye. Bye.